What's going on, everybody? This is the comment section. Number 12. Wow. First up, Don Nelson 6694. What's going on, buddy? From the comment section, number 6. Yeah, hero worship is lame. Having said that, I hope everyone knows that you are the most amazing person on YouTube and all of your videos are perfect. Thank you. Wow. That was so nice of you. I didn't even get the joke. I just am really flattered. So, love it. Okay, we're starting off really good. Okay. Up next, Elevator Nose. It's happening. From Rush Beyond the Lighted Stage Part 7. I found it ironic how Alex chose that particular moment at 8:04, I don't know what you're talking about, to flash his God Is Not Great book by the wacko Christopher Hutchins while he's flying on a private jet to a concert with thousands of admiring fans, with every need taken care of by round-the-clock staff and getting paid millions to do it. I'm not a particularly religious person, but I would think that a man in his rarefied position would be down on his knees thanking whatever God put him there. Well, some people would say, I put myself there. Right? They would say to themselves, I did this. Right? Which is, I mean, to me at least, accurate. That's accurate. It's at least partially accurate. Let's say that. It's at least partially accurate. It also took all the fans to do it, of course. No different than, I've got my relatively small but growing over 21,000 subs. That's not me just adding numbers. That's not me just adding numbers up. Or else I'd be like, hey, how about higher? So other people, need to make that happen. Of course, I understand your point. I get your point. I didn't see the book though. I didn't notice it. I didn't go back. I'm not going back right now, but I'll take your word for it. At 8:04, he flashes a book, God Is Not Great, by Christopher Hutchins. That's not a, it's not even that it's not even that I'm particularly religious either. It's just, I don't like that either. I'm just not crazy about that. I'm like, maybe don't, why does it have to be that? Like, if you're not into it, just don't be into it. Like, why does it have to be immediately like that kind of thing, or it's bad? Like the same kind of talk with Neil. It's like, I don't get it, but yeah, but I'm not that smart, so there's that. Right? So maybe there's something that they know. I don't think so, but yeah, whatever. So that's a conversation starter. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, up next, Mark Zaccaro. What's happening? From Red Sector A, Grace Under Pressure tour. That was a great tour, right? I wish that there was more videos from all that. Oh, actually, I got sent a super crazy Rutabaga bootleg yesterday from Montreal, live in Montreal, and it has it has a lot of the recordings on it. It has Red Sector A. It has a bunch of stuff on. It has a Red Lenses. That's what I meant. The other red, one of the other reds. Yeah, Red Barchetta. I haven't went through all of it, but yeah, wild. Okay, so he says, how far technology has come. Notice Getty and Alex are not wearing in-ear monitors. They didn't have them back then. That's right. And it was better. Arguably. Neil had to wear those big honking headphones to hear the click track. I remember back then thinking that was a sellout to play live and need a click track, but only from watching your videos did I realize how necessary they are to get things right. Yeah, if you want a song to feel correct, like in that kind of way. I've done it. I've played gigs where I've done it where it's been both ways, where the drummer gets a click for every single song, and we're rehearsing and like really dialing down like to the beat per minute what the BPM is. Like, okay, it's 120. Let's do 122. Let's do 121, and then it gets nailed down that way. I'm not crazy about that kind of thing. I would almost rather it be like, let's just play to kind of like Not exactly what Rush does because they like trigger it, but more like playing to a just backing track in a way, like where maybe like the backing track is keyboards or a percussion or something like that, something, you know, rhythmic that keeps the time already, as opposed to like a click. I don't know, because also not every usually it's the drummer that gets the click, and every drummer plays to a click. Not only drummer but every person plays to a click differently. You know, they feel the click a different way. Where they place things on a click is different. So I think those things are more important. I'd rather have a drummer that just kind of has a really good feel of where the song needs to be. That's not to say that they can't start it fast or start it slow, but for the most part, they know where it needs to be, and they're able to get it. But yeah, for these kinds of big things, it's just easier to just like have the click, have this, and then boom, you go. There's no hang on, let me get the song in my head, let me get the feel, like, okay, here we go. You know, it's just, you don't need to think, play to the click, you're done. Okay, next, Yes Head. What's happening? A Rush intro skit, Spirit of Radio. Yeah, we're doing Time Machine. We're in the middle. Or no, actually, by the time this comes out, I think Time Machine is over. Oh, and we might be in something pretty wild right now, huh? Which I have not done yet as of filming this, but I will be, actually. I should be doing it today. So today I'm filming Clockwork Angels. I should be, unless stuff gets in the way, because I'm running a real tight schedule right now between everything going on. But it's good. I'll make it happen. What does he say? Yeah. We knew they were doing all of Moving Pictures, right? Because I was wondering, and everybody immediately chimed in. Yes, we knew. Yes, they advertised it. They were trying to get one, you know, which makes sense, right? Yay, we will be playing all of Moving Pictures. Buy your tickets, right? It was definitely a draw. Yeah, this is the start of what I call the victory lap phase of Rush's career. That's funny. You know, you've achieved a level of success when the drums have custom artwork on every piece, plus the stage props, the set design, the videos. You definitely got the feeling that money was no object for Rush at this point. Yeah, and probably for a while already, right? Yeah, probably for a while already. All right, I don't know what video this is to, but this is Marky Rogers 2466. What's happening? Test for Echo Tour. There's a pro shot, which is really good. Did you do that one? I can't keep track. You've done so much Rush stuff. It's at Molson Amphitheater in 97. Includes all of 2112 in its entirety. And I said, I have not done most tours. I've only done the albums and live albums. Before I started the discography, I was doing live-only videos of bands, including Rush. Yeah, when I started doing this, first of all, I didn't even know what the heck a reaction video was. I was just making videos that happened to be a thing already. I didn't know. That's how dumb I am. I or old or whatever. I didn't know. And then I was watching other people on YouTube. I'm like, oh, people are already doing this. Oh, and they do it like this, and they call it a reaction. Oh, okay. It was really weird and, you know, ridiculous how I fell on it. But anyways, I was only doing live videos because, you know, I'm a live performer, live musician for the most part. I mean, I've done studio stuff in the past and all that, but for the most part, it's live stuff. That's, you know, where the money comes from. So I was only watching live videos of bands. I just wanted to see live stuff because that's just what I wanted to do. And I saw a bunch of, you know, like the Rush stuff, and that's what got all this started. I have seen, that said, I think I have seen some clips from that show. I don't know what ones off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure I have seen some clips from that show. I wanted to do Grace Under Pressure tour because I like Grace Under Pressure. I'll come back to other videos and tours and things after I'm done with the discography. Yeah. Why did I say this? Oh, yeah, because I think that I've gotten a couple of comments now where people are like, hey, have you done this? You haven't done this yet, or you haven't done this, or you skipped this, you missed this, what's going on? And it's like, well, I thought I was just going to do the albums. I didn't even think I was going to do all of the live albums. And I'm getting roped into that now. Actually, I wrote down how much it is. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, Rush has 19 albums and 11 live albums. And I know I've done more than that, because Grace Under Pressure Tour, I don't think is in that list of live albums. Anyways, I know I've done more. I mean, even just saying, you know, the Getty solo record and Alex's solo record. So like I've already done, I mean, that's just crazy. And I am gauging it. Anything I do next, I'm gauging on how many albums these guys have and how much I did compare. I'm not so like Yes. I'm not doing Yes. Yes has 23 albums and 18 live albums. That's going to take 3 years. I'm not doing it. I may do like I said in other videos, I'm thinking I may do individual albums after this, but you never know. I don't know. As you can tell, you know, just by now, I'm like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. I have options. That's a good thing, right? I have options. So I'll decide at the time. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do individual albums of just randomly, and maybe I do a short discography. Shorter discographies are more appealing to me at this point. I'm like, I don't want to just jump into another 1.5 year long discography. I don't want to do that. This is way long. I like it. It's cool. I'm glad that I'm doing it, but the channel just feels, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's a Rush channel. Oh, you know that Rush guy, whatever. And I'm like, that's not what I intended. That is so not what I intended. And that's not reality. That's not even, you know, like I like Rush and all, but you know, it's just too one-dimensional for me. I like music. I like all of music. I can find something that I like in pretty much all genres. So anyways, in the future, I know that there's stuff that I missed, just different things. I'm not even saying like this specific concert, but like somebody else brought up those classic albums, like the 2112 and Moving Pictures classic albums. There was some videos on that or whatever that I would check out. I'm just going to do that stuff later on. Like at some point, I'll just throw it in when I'm like, hey, let me just do that. Cool. You know, when I feel like it. But right now I'm just rolling. I already told you what the schedule is. I'm rolling through the rest of this, and that's it for the big project part of it, right? So cool. All right. I don't know what video this is on, but this is Kevin Hampton 6986. What's happening? Vocals, man, no more important than lyrics. But seriously, it's a very good point you bring up about only having really listened to Rush for 1.5 years. Oh yeah, that's right. That makes for a far different perspective than a fan who has been following the band for decades. It would be like seeing Larry Bird at the end of his career after all the injuries and having no reference point to how good he was in his prime other than videos. Losing it. Books are for tourists. Yes, so this is on a comment where I think I was probably talking about R40, basically, and saying that I just can't not hear it. I can't do it. I can't not hear it. And even there's also a comment that came up on Time Machine that I'll get to. I don't think in this comments section video. I think in the next comments section video, I'm going to get to it. But where it's brought up that I'm not commenting on his vocals, and like now it's making them question what that means. So I'll get into that. I think I did respond to that, but maybe I didn't. I'll get into it here. Well, in the next video. But yeah, I can't not hear it. But I thought that Time Machine is over now. I thought that it was better than I expected vocally, right? It was better than I expected. I mean, I did what I said I was going to do at the beginning, where I'm not going to talk about if it's bad. Maybe I gave looks, you know, I just like looked at the camera, like looking at you guys like, yo, come on. You hear this? Do you hear this? I hear it. You see me hear it. But where I also said like, yeah, he sounded better than I expected, you know, like, oh, he actually didn't sound bad here. Things like that, which is what I said I was going to do. I'm not going to harp on how bad he sounds. I'll just say, you know, which I think I did a good job of. Cool. All right, up next. Oh, a crazy person. Sometimes I get these people. I don't know who this guy is. Hey, he's what? If you're watching this, I doubt he's watching this, so this is mostly for the real fans. But if you are, what's going on? You're welcome here. You're totally welcome here, and I'm not specifically picking on you. As you see, hopefully you see what this is. You know, this is off of again, Hold Your Fire. These people that love Hold Your Fire, that's all right. They made an album for you. It's called Hold Your Fire. You can have it, right? 2112-666-123. What's going on? How you doing? You say, you're not a Rush fan, so you will never understand them, so you don't understand life because you're young and oh well. And I said, loving Hold Your Fire is exactly the problem with males today. Yeah, I did. That's what I said. So hopefully you guys are laughing over that because I think it's funny. I think he even responded back. I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I have his response back. Hopefully I do. Maybe I don't though. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. I do have it. He said, seen Rush 20 times, think you might want to rethink your reactions. Music is complex and most songs have meaning, and I'm sure you haven't heard Hemispheres. This guy doesn't know what I'm doing, does he? Totally new here. Wow, the music, the lyrics, you must check out. Very complex song, about 20 minutes long, Hemispheres. And actually, the people that have been here, you know that recently I've been saying I need to listen to Hemispheres. I need to go back and listen to Hemispheres. Guess what I did yesterday? I went back and I listened to Hemispheres twice. Wow. And it really is good, actually. It really is good. Circumstances is really great. The Trees is great. Sometimes I get tired of The Trees just live. When they do it live, I feel like they've done it a fair amount. It's like their go-to. That and La Villa, obviously, are their go-tos for that album, as opposed to Circumstances, which is really cool. That's a pretty cool song. The first track is really cool. It is, especially if you're into that kind of proggy stuff, you know, it is cool. They sound great. So I like it. I don't remember what my videos were like, what I was saying on it, if I liked it or not. I'm not sure. I feel like I just didn't like that it was short. There's only 4 songs. I felt like I wanted more. Like I wish it was 6 tracks. But it's because the first track is 18 minutes long. It took up a whole side, and then there's the second side. I just wish that there was more to it. When in reality, it's the whole album is slightly longer than Permanent Waves, which I love. So I know that that's stupid and that's weird, but obviously it's some kind of psychological thing, right? I mean, you know, what else is it? I know how I feel. I feel this way. So but yet one is longer. The one that I wish was longer is actually longer than the one that I love. So that's weird, but that's just how I feel. So anyways, yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this guy right now. Hemispheres is cool. I like it. I definitely like the earlier Rush. I'm definitely 74 to 85. That's absolutely, at this point, no doubt where I am. I have not listened to Clockwork Angels yet. I will be listening to it later today. But that's definitely where I'm at, is 74 to 85. I'll take all the way up to Power Windows, like all the way at Power Windows, and once Hold Your Fire, what this guy likes apparently, that's where I'm gone. I'm like, oh, bye. And then I just take individual tracks from albums. It's like, okay, I like this track, I like this track, I like this track off of this album, I like this track off of that album, and things like that. But no more like, oh yeah, this record. I don't know. I mean, you know, again, there's some good things on Roll the Bones. There's good things on Presto. There's good things on Counterparts. There's good, you know, there's good things. There's not great. To me, Hold Your Fire and Test for Echo are their worst albums. I'm thinking Clockwork Angels isn't going to be on that list. I'm thinking it may just be in their later years list where it's like, okay, I like this. I don't know. Some people, it's in their top 5. I haven't heard it yet. We'll find out. Anyways, I don't know what to tell you, 2112-666-123, but welcome. Hey, what's happening? I have heard Hemispheres. I've heard all of their albums on video. Wow. You could see me listen to them. You could see me listen to them. And that's cool. You're into the older stuff. It's interesting that you commented on Hold Your Fire, though. Hold Your Fire is just, it's such a weak album. I mean, it really depends. There's people, I'm not, sorry, Rob. I know Rob Shaw really likes this album, and, I'm not, personal opinions. I'm just not into it. There are songs that I like that are on it. Time Stands Still is nice. I get it. Right? It is nice. There are some nice tracks on the album, but it's the first album where, like, there's a lot more tracks on the album that are not cool than cool. Because up to this point, every song on all of the albums are cool to me, starting with Permanent Waves. I mean, even Hemispheres, actually. Starting with Hemispheres. Let's do that. Starting with Hemispheres. Because A Farewell to Kings, I didn't like Cinderella Man. I feel like there may be one other song that I wasn't so crazy about on that album, but I don't remember it off of the top of my head. Hemispheres is really cool. It is. Permanent Waves is obviously a fucking smash. Moving Pictures is fantastic. Signals is fantastic. I'm just not crazy about Countdown. Grace Under Pressure, I think, is fantastic. Power Windows is fantastic. And then you got the wall bass. Oh, God. Okay. I'll continue this in the next video. That's what it is. These are the kind of people in comments I get. At least he was, like, nice, because some people are like that, but then they start shouting names and just all kinds of crazy-ass things. You guys don't really see those, do you? Yeah, so anyways. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.